Hi, I'm Karlie Kloss, and we're here with Harper's Bazaar, and I am so excited to tell you what is in my beauty bag. Okay, so the bag itself has a story. See, it says in clause of emergency. I love to make gifts and send them out to friends, and so one holiday season, I had these custom made. I found somebody, to print this in here, and I filled it with all my favorite beauty products. Sincerely, this bag comes everywhere with me, and maybe I need to do this for this year again for holiday. I have to admit, I am really the ultimate bag lady. This is an edited version of what's in my bag. If you see me on an airplane sometime, we run into each other, in American Airlines terminal, you'll see me with 25 bags of snacks, of chargers, of everything and the kitchen sink. So this is an edited version, so keep that in mind. I think beauty comes from the inside out in every way, but I feel if I don't have a snack, then I am not a fun person to be around. So I know this is all about the outside, but I'm gonna tell you my snacks because that's the most important part of my beauty bag. I love to have little nut butters, just in case I get hangry, which happens often. This was something I picked up in London so many years ago. The first time I came to the UK, I feel like everybody always talked about Berocca. I feel like I have always carried this ever since. It's like a vitamin C for all of my international friends. You probably already know this, but for my Americans, this is an amazing, just vitamin C thing that makes everything better. This I love because I am a girl on the go. I'm always kind of running between flights and then going to set and catching another flight and trying to squeeze a workout in. It's actually really amazing. It's a dry shampoo mist that I do kind of after a workout when I don't have time to properly do my hair. This is a real saver. I think for me, being a model for 15 years, half of my life, I really appreciate the power that fashion and beauty have as forms of self-expression, and also to try on and take on different characters. I think there's so much power in deciding how I want to express myself that day. Sometimes I want to be really glamorous, and sometimes I want to be really sporty, and I think that, I don't know, I have fun with it. Okay, so I think we're all germaphobes after these past few years. This is a French lavender hand sanitizer spray that is just so lovely. And I think I do this 1,000 times a day now. Okay, voila. I told you I'm a mom, which means that I end up with my son's things, including his toys in my bag always, which I miss him, so this actually makes me feel a little bit of home with me. His little toy. He's also obsessed with cars. He's at that stage. It's very cute. He's not interested at all what's in my beauty bag unless there's a little toy car in here. Being a mother has changed just my time management in life. So my beauty routine, I feel in a way, it's both kind of it made me prioritize time for myself in a more intentional way. And so I find, when my son is napping, I use that time to exercise and to do something for me, and sometimes that's putting a face mask on, or also just doing my emails. I feel I realize how much time I used to just waste, I think, before having a kid, and now I'm much more efficient. I really pride myself on my ability to sleep on an airplane. That might be my most proud accomplishment after all these years, that I've learned to just go to sleep, and I think putting an eye mask on and putting my headphones in, I'm out. So we talk about beauty and what you put on your skin, but I am a firm believer that it really does come down to the basic essentials we all know: sleep, water, and also just having joy in your life and surrounding yourself with people you love and that make you laugh, and not taking all of it too seriously. I love to kind of try and take care of my skin and also take care of myself from the inside out. And that's both really making time to exercise, even if that's 20 minutes, if that I can squeeze in, or if I don't even have that amount of time, I'll take 5 minutes and I'll put on one of the meditation apps, and I find that is a reset for me in a really powerful way, to just change my energy, or if I'm upset or if I'm tired. It's a really powerful way to kind of give myself a little boost. This is the newest adorable little shoe. Look at her, she's so cute. This is the Very Good Girl GLAM. And this is a little bit more intense for kind of evening. It has a little bit of rose and vanilla, and it's a little black cherry. This fragrance is very special to me for so many reasons. One, I am so proud of just the success that it has become and the many iterations of Good Girl that are now in the world. You can never have enough shoes. But Carolina Herrera and Good Girl, we've worked together not only kind of in launching this fragrance from the start, but they really have been a crucial part of building Code with Klossy and supporting the work that we do to create opportunities for young women to learn how to code, which is very, very near and dear to my heart, and is really at its core all about empowering women to realize their full potential and the duality of being feminine and interested in fashion and tech and the just incredible impacts that you can have with these very technical skills. And so Carolina Herrera has been just a huge part of kind of all the work that we do. And I'm so obviously obsessed with the scent, and it's so visceral and emotional. I mean, the smell of Good Girl triggers so many just special memories in my career and in my life. And this is the hair mist, which is a brilliant innovation. I'm gonna just spray it again. I'm gonna smell like a lot of Good Girl around here. Voila. How cute is that? Okay, so I have had the privilege of working with so many incredible makeup artists from all around the world through my career. I've been a model for 15 years now. So I feel like I could write a book with all of the hacks that I've learned, including kind of just the most basic little tool here to use a little teaspoon, if you have it, to curl your lashes. And so I don't know how close you want to get here, but basically if you take it and you kind of put it at the base of your lash line and you kind of just give it a little squeeze to kind of crimp it, it kind of helps. If you don't have a proper lash curler, this will do the trick. And then also, since we're getting crafty here, I used to, especially when I would be so tired and jet lagged, which is right now, all the time, I used to take spoons, put them in the freezer, and then put them under your eye, kind of in this really sensitive skin area. But you have to be careful because if they're too frozen, you could do serious damage. So you kind of just want to gently just kind of refresh the under eye skin, and it might do absolutely nothing, but it feels really refreshing. We had a lot of beauty tips shared in my house. I'm one of 4 daughters, and my mom, we always, whether it was also getting ready for school or a ballet recital, or when I started modeling and I would come back from Milan Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week with a suitcase of beauty products from the pharmacies and things from backstage. We had so much fun. So I feel like for the first 15 years of my life, I was just following my sisters and whatever they told me to do. And then for the last 15 years, I feel like I've been the one kind of giving them insights, but it goes back and forth. I feel like I'm learning things all the time. And also there's so much that's changing all the time. Even just development around skincare and the science behind that, which I nerd out about. Okay, we've come a very long way from the little spoon hack to kind of help with that under eye puffiness to the THERAFACE, which has, ooh, it's so cold. So it has so many different attachments. You can do different things. This gets really cold and kind of helps with that under eye puffiness. I have a ton of makeup on, so I'm not gonna do the full situation, but it's really good for kind of waking up the skin and depuffing. I don't know about anybody else, but if I've had a late night or too much fun, I get really puffy. So this kind of helps just kind of drain all of that out of the skin. And I love a lymphatic drainage massage. I learned how to do that from makeup artists. There's so many techniques. Do a YouTube search, you'll thank me. But this is amazing because it also has attachments that kind of do all the work for you. So you can see here, it has this little massaging. If anybody's used a Theragun, it's the same thing, but for your face. So it's kind of this really percussive therapy that helps massage and drain any sort of toxins out of your skin. So this is with me always. And I was backstage at Carolina Herrera this year, right before I walked to the runway show, and I was doing this backstage and everybody was like, what is that? And it's really fun and nerdy. I have always been such a fan of a lip liner, just to kind of, even if you're not doing a full makeup look, I think just like a little bit of a natural color pencil. For me, I love to kind of just fill in on the upper lip line, and you can kind of create, I don't know, a more glam look even without wearing a ton of makeup. So a natural lip liner is always in my bag. This is a CBD deodorant, but Kopari just makes really good natural deodorants. They use all sorts of kind of coconut product, and I find it's natural, like it's without paraben and aluminum. So this is a brand that I really trust. I was a ballerina growing up, so like then being a model and wearing all sorts of crazy high heels, I feel like my feet are just always a wreck. So I always have Band-Aids because I always have blisters. Maybe not everybody needs nipple covers, but I feel like often I'm like, oh, this dress is totally sheer. There you go, a good little wardrobe tip. These are my favorite little friends. This basically is, again, if we run into each other on an airplane, you will likely see me sitting, you know, with like my full face mask on. These are these adorable little eye patches, and this is A&R serum. So this is Advanced Night Repair Serum. You kind of, for your viewing pleasure, I'm gonna show you how this works. But you pop it into there, and then the serum, you kind of massage the serum into the eye patch, and then you open it up and you put it under your eyes, and it's amazing. And then there's always a little extra serum left, and you can just massage it into your skin. So this is a really good little travel size friend to have around. To me, I think maybe because I'm in the business of beauty, I don't actually find this surface level of beauty as striking as like what's behind it, a person behind it, a personality behind it, a resilience behind it. It's funny, I almost feel a little bit desensitized to beauty because there are so many beautiful people and beautiful things, and you know, this industry is so kind of built around one dimension of beauty, and I think there's so much power in that. I don't mean to trivialize that at all. I feel, when I feel good on the outside, it actually gives me this ability to tap into an inner confidence that I actually think is what I find even more striking. And I think that's the power of kind of the industry of fashion and beauty, is that it can help people just express themselves or feel like their best version of themselves. Okay, that is it. Everything in my beauty bag and then some. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.